of the festival this year. I'm sitting here with, in the car,
Anton Dupree, uh, director and co-writer of Mr. the Fastest short film.
cool, man. Well, thank you so much for staying in your car and having another person drive while you speak to me. Um, yeah, dude, I watched the film and I loved it. It was great. It's funny. I think it has a great cast. I mean, Dion Lutz, I've had the pleasure to work with, and Andre Lombard, both great actors. I've only
Yes.
worked with them very on a very small capacity, but they're great, nice people, and such great actors. So please tell the audience, the people at the festival, a little bit about your film.
It's a film set in a very small town about a ex-drag racer or oval racer, sorry, who has to sort of confront his past that he's been putting off. And it all takes place sort of like around this dirt track on the outskirts of town. Um, and it's kind of like a butting of heads of two rivals who sort of have to finish some unfinished business. that's
Yeah.
that's as good as I got.
So why this story? What influenced you to tell this story about these characters?
Um, so I grew up going to the seaside town, and sort of as entertainment, we would go just because there was nothing else to do than just climb over rocks and stuff. Was to go watch these oval races. So it was kind of something that's always been in the back of my head. It's like such a cool scene and setting, and such a nice mix of people there that sort of
Yeah,
partake in. Yeah, there's not sort of like one type of person that goes to these races. I mean, there's people from all over the place. So that's sort of like joining of community and stuff. I don't know. I really sort of gravitated toward that.
yeah. Well, what I think from the film, I think you really captured those, those odd, different types of characters, and they also see themselves in a completely different light than other people. As an onlooker, you'd be like, "Oh, this guy's nuts," But they're so serious about what they do, and they're like the best of what they do. And then with the one character, he's kind of like retired, and he doesn't do it anymore, and he wants to, they force him back into the picture. And but yeah, I think so. How was it working with the actors on this film?
Yeah, no, we were very lucky to get such an incredible cast to sort of agree to do this with us. Yeah, so I really have to thank them for sort of partaking in this. I mean, we sort of had very minimal resources to to use. So I mean, yeah, everybody was incredible on set. Um, yeah, I don't know, just very easygoing. Everybody was
Yeah,
just there to sort of try and make the best film possible, which
yeah.
was really
And
cool.
what was the how many days did you shoot this film? I mean, it's like a 20-minute film. How many days did you take,
Um,
to
it
shoot?
I think we were up the coast for about I want to say 3 days, and then 3 days in Cape Town, so about
Okay.
6 days, and then we had like a seventh day as like a weather and pickup day, so for pickup shots that we potentially didn't get, like establishing shots and
Yeah.
whatnot. Yeah. So
And
yeah.
yeah, and then I think with this film, I could totally see this as like a feature. Have you thought about that to extend this movie into a feature?
Yeah, so this was kind of so when Kane and myself we actually wrote the feature script first, and we
Ah,
we
okay. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So we have the feature script just sort of laying around, and we spent a couple years sort of shopping it around and trying to do it, but I think it's really difficult to well, I don't know. First of all, it's extremely difficult to get a feature film made, but also to try get people to read 120 pages without sort of any visual
Yeah,
references.
absolutely.
Yeah, so we just thought it was the best thing possible to short to shoot like a proof of concept or like a
Yeah,
self-contained short film
yeah.
to sort of
Well,
show.
I can totally see this as a feature. I think it's, would make a great comedy, and there's so many, other avenues that you can go down with other characters, and expanding in depth of characters and story. And then in the film, did the guys, how did you do the, like, when they're racing each other, were they driving, or how did you do that?
We we were lucky enough to get a process trailer. So
Ah, okay,
we
great.
yeah,
Yeah,
because the cars are extremely difficult to drive. They sort of, I don't know, it's impossible to try start them up.
really.
They're kind of death traps. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's cool, because when I was watching, I was like, yeah, that's them fucking driving. So
Okay,
so
no,
it was cool, and I
right.
was like, I don't know if I
Have it.
trust Dion Lutz on the wheel there, driving really fast down the road, but at least he's going
No,
straight.
yeah.
But the other thing I loved about the film is the colors. You've got all these great, colors that just like pop, throughout the scenes, whether it's the wardrobe or the cars. And so that was a great, I think, a great look and visual for this
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
film.
No, it was cool, and also we had a very talented colorist helping us out with it all to sort of bring everything out and sort of set a really nice palette. So,
Okay, fantastic. Who was the colorist?
um, his name's Marshall Plant. He's based here in Los Angeles, but I've been working with him for a couple years now. So we sort of I don't know, have like a very good understanding.
Okay,
And
well, that's
yeah, yeah,
great, dude.
yeah.
So are you? So you actually said you're on your way to shoot something right now. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
So what's next in the pipeline? What are you shooting? If you can speak about it. If not, it's okay.
Well, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not a narrative. It's commercial work, but I mean, it's great to be working during this time, regardless.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we just I'm shooting like a little film on 16 mil, which is really exciting for
That's
Nike.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
can
pretty
bring
cool.
in. Yeah, yeah. So got a big drive ahead.
Cool, man. Well, thank you so much, Anton, for having time to chat to us. Uh,
No,
for the audience, if somebody wants to watch Mr. The Fastest, I think people must check it out. If you want a good comedy, good characters, yeah, I think it's a cool little film. And if you have any questions, I think people should reach out and contact you. So, dude, thank you so much for your time, and yeah, all the best with the success of this film and your
thank
commercial as
you
well.
so much, Ryan. Yeah, thanks for organizing all of this, and congrats on your film as well, Fried
Thank
Barry.
you so much, dude. Thanks so much, dude. You must keep
All
well.
right.
Cheers, dude. Thanks,
Cheers, cheers.
dude.
Bye.